Welcome to Walking with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. I think we can all come into agreement when we talk about how big our God is. He's bigger than any and everything. Nothing is bigger than God. Not the universe, nothing. He is the biggest of all of whatever. There's just really no word to describe just how enormous of a God he is. And how he's around everything and in everything. He's a part of everything that has ever been created. Everything that exists speaks God. Everything has his name on it. Everything has his own personal, signature, DNA. Because he created it all. He put every single detail and played into motion with a perfect plan. From before the time of he created everything. He set it all into motion. That this person was going to be born on this time. And when he's born, he's going to have these and such parents. And this is the kind of life that he's going to have. And he's going to go through this and he's going to go through that. And on his journey, he's going to meet this person. And he's going to run into this person at this gas station. And he's going to run into this person on the side of the road. And he's going to walk into this bathroom the moment for this person committed some suicide. And he's going to run into this person the moment the car ran almost. And he picks up that kid and saves it. Every single thing in life is detailed, it's big, it's enormous. And we know this. And as children of God, we understand this. So why, as Christ followers, as Christians, do we make God a part-time God? We only go to him when we are in dire straits of need of something. We only read the Bible when we go to church or on Sundays, or in Sunday school, or in Bible study. God says to pray without ceasing. He wants to be in every aspect of our life because he is everything. We talk to our best friend before we go here and do there and tell him our day. So why are we not treating God the same way? He's big enough. And he's in everything. He's involved with everything. So he should be involved in everything, in every aspect of your life. Because he is all of it. So why do we make him the last one to know? And by that, I mean, he's the last one we go to. He should be the first one we run to. Just because he knows and sees everything does not mean he doesn't like to have a conversation with you. He wants a relationship with you. He wants you to come to him for everything. He's one of those proud parents who wants to spoil his child and be there in every single part of his life. He wants to be at that ball game. He wants to be with you when you go shopping. He wants to be with you at that job interview. He wants to be with you when you go buy that car or that house. He wants to be with you when you get down to propose. So you need to pray before going and doing all things. Not just pray before we eat. Not just pray because we need healing on this person or protection over here. Well, I'm about to go grocery shopping. Let me get down and pray to God. Or I'm about to go clothes shopping. Put God in everything. Because he's involved in everything. He's not a part-time God. He's not a part-time dad that just has visitations on for 2 hours on one Sunday. For an hour. The one day of the week. Lord, help us. That's only 3 hours that you're going to spend with your Father throughout the whole entire week. And some people spend less time with their Father than that. You know, we as psychologists and as people just observing human nature, we can see the major impact it has on a child and how they are as a individual and a person, their character when they become an adult, because of the childhood they had with lack of a parent being involved. We love to sit there and say, "Oh, the child had no grew up with no father, or the mother was always gone and didn't have no mother, and so it had a major impact." And we use that excuses. Well, it's very true, and we do the same thing, and we can say the very same thing with leaving God out of our lives. Look at the major impact it has had on us as in a society of removing God out of schools, removing him out of everything, and is replacing him with such horrific evilness. And look at what is happening. It's getting worse and worse, and just some people can't even fathom what's going on with these children and with the evilness that is happening to these children and to these animals. And not just children, adults too. Adults too. I guess people just only like to talk about children because it's more, it pulls at the people's heart. But you've got these elderly people who is being just as much as mistreated and misabused and just left alone. People just don't want to deal with them, ain't got time with them. They don't want to care for them. That's a lot of wisdom being thrown away. A lot of common sense. They wonder where it went. It does take a village to raise a child. And this world has made it impossible. And the child is being raised by one particular person. And that person ain't even home. Because in order to care for that child, they got to be constantly at work. So the children are raising themselves. And everybody forgot about God. He is too big and has too much to give, too much to offer, and can correct and fix any and everything. But yet we forget about him. We leave him out. He is even less than a part-time God. By the hour, parents. If you was to do the math, how many hours are you spending with your father during the week? And think about it as a child. Would you want to have been that much? That would have been the only time that you would have loved to have spent with your parent? 3 hours? 2 hours? Growing up, when you was 2 and 3, if all you got to see was your mom for like an hour a week, wouldn't that just break your heart? But yet we are doing the exact same thing in our relationship with God. He don't even get the full weekends or every other weekend. He gets 2 to 5 hours the most throughout a whole week. His heart is breaking. He misses you. And yet he's big enough to be involved in every aspect of our life and any and everything that we do. And it's just common sense. Why wouldn't you? He created it all. Nothing exists except for the fact that he created and made it exist. So why shouldn't he be involved? If we bought something and that product broke, when we go to that manufacturer of that product to get it fixed by that particular thing because they should know best because they're the one who made it? So shouldn't we be going to God for any and everything, because He created it. He made it. It's His. It belongs to Him. It's time to put Him back into everything.